I'm not gonna lie, I was really bored this day. So, I was scrolling down Discord, checking out these other games that were supposed to come out, disappointed that they didn't. Mostly One Piece games, how they advertise it to you and they say, yeah, we're gonna finish it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then they ended up closing the game and never coming back to it. Very sad. But one of the more competitive and reliable game releases and developers is most definitely Rell Games. Alright, they've released a lot of games. They've sometimes not made the best decisions in terms of that road piece. They should have done a lot more with that. But basically, I was just scrolling through and just checking it out, and then I realized that Rell Games, I should say, has a little button underneath Shindo Life called Rell Seas. Now, I didn't know nothing about this One Piece game coming out, and I just realized after doing a little bit of research that it was like in the making for quite a bit now, ever since this last year. This is 2022, and I'm not caught up with Rell Games, right? Ever since Shindo Life, after that big lawsuit or whatever the hell when their game got taken down, I wasn't really that interested. It got overpowered. You really think this combat was fun? Well, for the people that was overpowered, of course it was gonna be fun. But what about the sad orphans dying to these overpowered beings? You could not handle the pressure, right? I was one of them before the game shut down, right? I was one of them. But now after the game shut down, I lost interest, and then they added all of these damn updates. And honestly, I would not be able to catch up. The only way I would catch up is by selling my soul to the Rell Games devil and like playing the game every single day, which I've done that for most games now, but that's not the point. Or hacking, all right? Or hacking, all right? Don't criticize me, all right? It's been on your mind. You really think you're gonna get to that rank by yourself? No, that is horrifying. But I don't hack myself, all right? I'm still credible in that part. But besides that, after they added all these damn updates from different animes, different games, different genres, like Spider-Man. What is Spider-Man doing here? PS4? What are you doing here, Peter Parker? That was a year ago. Damn. But it's very cool updates. It's very unique. Even though they are taking it from other inspirational things, they're still doing updates for Shindo Life. But I never would have thought that they would have moved. Actually, I would have thought they would have moved on to One Piece. All right, and definitely gonna come. But it's just when it was gonna come. And once they started development a couple of months ago in 2022, they actually kept going. All right, I looked on the Discord and it's very good. Like the amount of work and dedication that they actually put into the games is commendable. So we're on the Discord right now. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's popping over here. But yeah, ever since the third month of 2022, they've been announcing this new game. They got easy mode, if the hardcore, mixed and easy. As you can see, this game is most likely going to be easy to hardcore experience, which hopefully it is. Hopefully it's an easy way to get into and then harder to get into late game, because then of course you don't want it to be easy all the way through. You don't want it to be a simulator where just beating bandits and one-shotting everything at the same time, right? That is not the true One Piece experience, unless that is what you're into. But they also said they got a quest/storyline, which is very cool. I'm not really into looking through One Piece games, because honestly I've been satirized and desensitized to so many goddamn simulators, and you can't tell me that they try to do stories and you're like sitting there, I don't give a flying fuck about your story. All right, I don't give a flying fuck about your story. Calm down. All right, yeah, just give me the quest and let me go kill bandits. If they do actually go with lore and some good stories, this could actually be a really great game. And I'm pretty sure people are saying this is going to be very similar to Shindo Life in terms of like fighting and animation. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully they switch it up. If that's their game style, and that's all right, as long as they have good content release, which they really did have for Rell Piece and Shindo Life. They did great content releases for that. And then they also have combo based auto tracking attacks, which is pretty good. Hopefully they have like parries, dodge, etc. Something that can make the combat more interesting, more spicy, something that can turn the tables, switch the waves, whatever metaphor you want to use when in terms of like you're losing and then you parry them and you start winning. It'll be like a comeback of a century. Very cool fighting style. They're also gonna get weekly updates, which at this point they're definitely dedicated to that. If they still have the same development team, which I'm not really into, like the Rell Games lore, if that's what you want to say, or Rell Games Discord crew, if they have the same team, that is some dedication, I tell you. If they don't have same teams, that's still dedication, but that's a lot of workload that they're going with. This is definitely why they're successful. They're successful because they're pumping out updates, they don't give up, and they keep going. Of course, there are some things here and there that they could work on, like decision making last moment with row piece and some balancing in Shindo Life, which I hope they do fix when they release Rell Seas. I don't know if it's coming out soon, but hopefully they also take a while on this one. All right, as long as a game takes a while to be developed and they actually optimize it to the way a good game should be made, and of course people will like it. Unless they're like 2 years old and they focus on simulators, then who cares about them? Punt them kids. Nobody cares about them. It's about us, the community, who actually wants to play good games. But yeah, as long as we keep scrolling down here, as you can see, they have made a lot of progress and a lot of people are on board with this. Very cool, very cool. How many of your dads just went to Walmart to get the milk? Don't lie. I don't know what that has to do with One Piece, but maybe they're talking about Luffy, right? Dragon never came back. All right, this man never checked up on his son, except for that one time where he saved him from Smoker. But besides that, he left them for the milk. They're gonna do showcases and all that, which I'm fine with that. You know, it still gives them more time to make more bank, more money, and then YouTubers as well more time to get more bank, more money. But look at this. All right, the main part where I'm very surprised in is their quality of models. Now, we already know that Shindo Life and all their other games has great models, but look at this creepy motherfucker. Look at this leopard. All right, it's creepy with the smile. I don't like the way he's smiling at me, but honestly, the way the models are built, he is jacked, and this is the way 3D models should be made. All right, with detail, you know, with depth, with the way anime interprets them, right, into a game. You know, you got the folds, you got the detail on the abs, the abdomen, the chest, the pecs, the traps are coming through, the shoulders. What a boulder, man. This man could be a #1 strongest man in the world right now. Look at that mustache. I could grab that and pull him. I'd probably get my ass whooped, but I could grab that. Huh? One thing, I wish there was customizations when you're actually doing these, you know, different Zoan type double fruits, because then that'll be very cool. Maybe you could have like a mohawk or something like that. Still very cool, very cool. If they keep the same model for everybody, it's gonna be a bit more bland and it's gonna get a little bit more, you know, memorizable and annoying, because like, yeah, I've already seen that now. But if every single person has the time to customize their character in terms of Zoan or color types or effect types, that'll be very cool. It might take a while, but it'll at least add more detail and depth into Rell Seas, which I do hope gets successful. We also got the Phoenix right here, the Tori no Mi. Cool. This doesn't feel as detailed as like the leopard. I don't know if it's just like a sculpting model or just like a prototype type thing, because it doesn't really have like that much details, unless they're going for a low poly type thing in terms of like color schemes, because you know, the blending isn't like crazy, or maybe they're just gonna put on a bunch of effects to make it look better, which then I'm fine with that. But so far it's looking very cool. We got the Yomi with that nice Soul King. Very nice, very cool. Hopefully you could customize that as well. You can look at his fingers, little creepy ass fingers. But yeah, they are doing great on this game, and one of the more impressive things I've seen are their videos. Like their video leaks, very cool. Look at this. Look at the way he's huffing and puffing. He's like he's after your ass. Imagine you see this in a game and it just pops out of nowhere, and Brooke just yells at you. Like raids with these types of models and animations are gonna be crazy on Rell Seas, right? As long as they have good content, like I said, and good combat, the game could go very far. And in the back, you could already tell they've already been working on Mochi, so Mochi is gonna be one hell of a fruit. But I also hope that they make every fruit viable in terms of combat and PvE, because then every fruit could be as strong as the other one. Of course, there are other fruits that are stronger, like Logias and etc. But you can make Leopard maybe as strong as Phoenix if they use it good enough, right? But let's look at the other leaks right here. As you can see, some nice animations with the hair floating around. Very low quality, but it is what it is. It'd be cool if they made the eyes flicker, but you know, you don't have to make everything too detailed. I didn't want to make the game too laggy. Very nice left to right movement. Nice dagger with a shiny movement. I love daggers in games. Hopefully they do also add guns. Guns in One Piece games are so underrated. Like, they never make it good. Like Ben Beckman, he literally shot like a whole island in half. Like, did you not see the movie? Unless I'm tripping, because that was just a rumor I heard. I didn't really watch the movie myself. But if they make guns actually viable and competitive towards like swords, fruits, daggers, martial art styles, etc., that'll be very clean. It makes it more balanced. All right. Let's see what else they got. They got a nice little gun right here. That might get a little annoying. It's very fat, I will tell you that. I wish it was a little bit smaller, but if they're going for a pixelated type thing, I'm fine with that as well. The combat doesn't look too great in terms of like the character animations, but maybe the fruit animations with Zoans and like actual fruits would look better, because those swings are reminiscent to Shindo Life. Very, very reminiscent to Shindo Life, because they're very fast. The right click is very fast. It moves you forward, but I know it's gonna have combos. Hopefully it does have some form of recoil when attacking, because then that'll make the game feel a lot more better. But if they're going down the Shindo Life route in terms of combat, then that's fine. But But this is where my wood gets stiff. This is where my meat gets chopped. This is where the meat gets beat and the butcher gets happy. Look at this leopard right here. Look at that leopard run. Hold on. Let me turn my quality up. Look at this leopard run. Look at him run. Look at them toes. Look at the toes curl. Hold on. Let me slow this down. Ain't no way they're making this high quality animation. He's like, he looks like he's trying to get the milk. He looks like he's hunting for Luffy. He looks like Luffy just called his mom fat. Like he's hunting for something. I know like the feet may be getting a little messed up right here, but it's still very clean animations. You can see like the toenails like going back and forth. The feet actually trying to run. You see the tail moving in the wind. I wish the hair would move, but that's kind of stationary. But still, a jacked motherfucker like that running at you, you would yourself on the spot. You would die. I know I would die. I'd probably get ran over. This is what makes the games like very cool. The animations is what carries games besides the models. And look at him huffing and puffing. And his ear twitching. This man got his ear twitching. The detail into the animations. He's got cake too. Like his fingernails are moving. Rell Games, you've outdone yourself. This guy is nuts. He's got a back. He's got demon back. I cannot get over this leopard model. Honestly, one of the best leopard models, if not the best leopard models I've seen ever in a One Piece game. All right, very clean animations. If they keep up with this in every single fruit that they do, even though it might not have like animations in terms of like zones, they could have like fruit fighting animations or like starting up for animations where Ice Age, you could stomp the floor, your foot gets icy, and then ice flows up from the ground. That'll be very, very sick. That'll be very intuitive. That's not even a word, I made that up, but it'll be very unique. But yeah, I do hope that they add a little bit of gore, a little bit of blood here and there, and you can turn it off if you want, unless they're trying to go for the PG-13 route, which that's fine. But at this point, a lot of kids have been playing Shadow Life for their whole life now. They're probably in high school now. They could take a little bit of blood, all right? They could take a little bit of blood, so, you know, why not add it? But yeah, that's just my thoughts in Rell Games, new One Piece game. Hopefully they do keep going with this. They did say Rell C's combat is stiff. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm intrigued. Right? I'm intrigued with the way Rell Games are handling their games right now. I will not be hopping on Shadow Life for any time soon. I will be waiting for Rell C's to come out though. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys give me your ideas and your opinions on Rell C's as well. But besides that, yeah, this is definitely gonna be one hell of a game if they keep up with their consistency and their dev team. And they definitely do have the money to pay for this. So hey, big ups to Rell Games.